Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. The purpose of this video is to let every African to know how rich our culture is. I was opportune yesterday to attend a traditional wedding, which was a multicultural traditional wedding. This wedding happened between a British guy and a Nigerian lady, who happens to be an Igbo lady, to be precise. Where 2/3 of the people in this gathering were all in our native attire, because it is called a traditional wedding. Then everybody needs to go back home. Seeing this yesterday give me a lot of joy, because so many people don't know how rich our culture is. Majority of the things that happened there yesterday was what? Traditional. Where they did the breaking of kola nut and so many other things.
But also as one who
majority of the Oyibos, the white that were there yesterday, were all in native attire.
And honored guests, Christopher,
and they felt so comfortable inside his attire.
In accordance with the Igbo tradition, in the presence of
our
family,
culture is so rich
and community.
It is just that in the recent time, we who owns this culture, we don't value this our culture, and that is why there are still a lot of setbacks in Africa. Until we value our own culture,
is to honor your daughter
before so many things will be put in place,
and to walk alongside her in
an
love,
Oyinbo man, a white man,
and mutual respect,
value some of this culture that we neglected.
As a family,
but we because we neglected it, we don't value it ourselves.
And Christopher, but also
and we attach some pieces of the videos
bonds of love and
of this traditional wedding to this video, where you will see how these guys were jumping up, you know, they were so happy.
The beauty of your traditions. It is
both young and old. They were all happy
and joy
in this attire.
Part in this sacred ceremony today.
They were happy to see things happening this way. I know some of them yesterday would decide to go for somebody else who is an African person. With what they saw yesterday, so many of them would be pleased to marry what? An African person, especially in Nigeria. Because it gives them what? A lot of joy. From the culture to the traditional food, you know, and every other thing with the way things are done. So Africans, why don't we try and value our own culture? We should stop neglecting our culture. If you take your culture to be very cheap, people will take it to be very cheap. But if you take it as something that is rich, the value, you know, people will value it as well. But if you make it so cheap, people will not value it and will be disrespected. So these are some of the things what I wanted to explain in this video content, why I came up with this video. So we all need to what? To learn. It may be small, it may be big, but we need to value anything that belongs to us as Africans.
Thank you very much.
So these are some of the basic things we need to understand. I will attach some pieces of this video to this video where you can see where these guys were what? Were jumping up, and they felt so happy to be in this gathering. Breaking of kola, the Igbo culture, you know. And they learned so many things. The meaning of kola nut, the breaking of kola, and some other things. Even list, pain of list, you know. In traditional wedding where you bring list, you know, where the family of the bride bring list. You need to go and settle list. Yesterday, Igbo people go collect the list now, you know. Sometimes it's always 4 pages. When you come with we don't know how many pages it will be. But they want to settle the list, you know. These are traditions. They don't say because they are married to a British person, they will not fulfill this tradition. They fulfilled all the traditions yesterday, and which is a thing of joy to me as an African man. If this is the first time you're coming across our page, kindly follow us, give us a like, share this video as to promote African culture. Thank you.